Hello subscriber. Our topic our topic is the inductor Quirks. In the ideal case, an inductor acts as a purely reactive device. That is, its opposition to the AC current is strictly based on inductive reaction to the change in a current, and not electron friction is the case within the sensitive components. However, inductors are not quite so pure in their reactive behavior. To begins with, they are made of wires, and we know that all wires possess a some measurable amount of resistance unless of a superconducting wire. This buildup in a resistance act is through it were connected in a series within a perfect inductance of a coil like this. Equivalent circuit of a real conductor, wire resistance, ideal inductor. Consequently, the impedance of any real conductor will always be the complex combination of a resistance and the inductive reactance. Conducting this problem is a sum of called the skin effect, which is the AC tendency and the flow where outer area of a conductor cross-sectional rather than through the middle when the electron flow in a single direction DC. They use the entire cross-sectional area of the conductor to move the electron switching direction of a flow. On the other hand, tend to avoid the travel through a very middle of a conductor, limiting the effect cross-section area variable. The skin effect become more pronounced in a frequency increases. Also, alternative magnetic field of inductor energizing with an AC may radiate off into the space as a part of a electromagnetic wave, especially if the AC is a high frequency. The radiant energy does not return to the inductor, and so it manifests itself as a resistance power dissipation in the circuit. Added to respective loss of a wire and reduction, there are other effects at the work in the iron core inductor, which manifest themselves as the additional resistance between the leads when the inductor is energized with an AC alternative magnetic field produced tends to induce the circulating circuit within the iron core known as the eddy current. These electric current in iron core have overcome and the electrical resistance offered the iron, which is not a good conductor, is a copper eddy current losses, and primarily concentrated within by dividing the iron core up into the many of a sheets lamination, each separated from each other by a thin layer of a electrical insulating varnish, while the cross-sectional of a core division is a many electrical isolated section. Current does not circulate within that cross-sectional area, and there will be a known very or a very little resistive loss from that effect, as might have accepted the eddy current losses in a metallic inductor cores manifested themselves in the from the heat and effect more pronouncing a high frequency, and can so extreme that it is someone exploded in a manufacturing process to heat the metal object. In fact, to possessing of inductive heating is often used in a high purity where a metallic element and alloy must be heated in a vacuum environment by air, and where standard combustion heat technology would be unless it is a non-contact technology. Heat resistance is not having a touch within a coil producing the magnetic field. In a high frequency service, eddy current can be developed within a cross sectional of these wires and contributing the eddy additional and resistive effect from to the contact with an tendency special wire made for a very fine individual strain, and the listening wire short laser heart can use the insulation of a separating strand from each, preventing eddy current from circulating through a whole wire cross-sectional area. Additionally, by a magnetic hysteresis needs to be over the every reservoir of an inductor in the magnetic field contributing to the experience of energy that manifesting itself as a resistance in the sum of the core materials such as the ferrite and the particular materials of a hysteresis effects. Effect is the best done means by a proper material selection and the limit peak of a magnetic field intensity generated in each cycle. Although the straight resistance property of a real conductor wire resistance reduction loss, eddy current and the hysteresis losses are expressed under a single term of effective resistance inward equivalent circuit of a real inductor within a skin effect radiation, eddy current and hysteresis losses. Effect from resistance R and L is a ideal inductor. It is virtually to note that the skin effect and radiation losses apply just a well strength of a wire in a AC circuit as they do not collide within a usually within a combination effect in a too small to notice, but in radiation frequency they can also quite large a radio transmitted antenna, for example designed within express purpose by a dispatching dispatching the greatest amount of energy in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Effect resistance is an inductor can be seriously AC designed to help the quantify and relative amount effect resistance in the inductors. Other value exists called the Q factor of a Q factor or a quality factor which is calculated as follows. Q is equal XL divided within R. The symbolic Q has been nothing to do with an electric charge coulombs, which tends to confuse from some reason the power that may be decided into the same letter of a alphabet to denote a technically different quantity. The higher the value of a Q is a pure an inductor, and because it is easily an additional resistance and you need the high Q inductor better than a low Q inductor for a design purpose. An ideal inductor could have a Q of infinity within a zero effect resistance because inductive resistance varies within a frequency, so will Q. However, since resistive effect of inductor wires, skin effect, radiation losses, eddy current and hysteresis also vary within a frequency, Q does not vary the proportionally within a reactance in order of a Q value have a prescribed meaning it must be specified at a particular test frequency. Thanks, I have clearly what the inductor quartz and what the changing in a frequency during this functionalization, and also I have cleared in a pictures what is the ideal frequency and ideal resistance which is applied for inductor quartz. Thanks for watching my video and subscribe my video to get the notification daily wise. And also if you have a need any topic or a video or any suggestion, please comment below. I will provide you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching and must be subscribe my channel to get the daily notification about these type of videos. Thank you.